Hey there, everyone. You are here with me, ready for MRTB, Mitch Reads the Bible. Today, we are reading from Psalm 67. It's a beautiful psalm. We've been doing Gospels the last couple of weeks, so I thought this week we've got to read a psalm. This is the reading for the week, Psalm 67. It goes like this. May God be gracious to us and bless us, and make his face to shine on us, so that your ways may be known on earth, your salvation among all nations. May the peoples praise you, all the peoples, God, praise you. May the nations be glad and sing for joy, for you rule the peoples with equity and guide the nations of the earth. May the peoples praise you, God. May all the peoples praise you. The land yields its harvest. God, our God, blesses us. May God bless us still, so that all the ends of the earth will fear him. When I was growing up, before every single meal, whatever meal we had as a family, whether it be dinner or breakfast as a family or lunch as a family, we'd always pause and we would say grace together. I remember it being really awkward because our parents would make us stop whatever we were doing, and we'd sit down and then we would begin to say grace, but we had to kind of hold hands with each other. So I'd be sitting like next to my brothers. I have 3 brothers. Have to hold their hands. And I remember hating it, feeling so weird about it, because I never would I hold hands with any of my family. And in my mind, holding hands was only something that people who love each other do. Like really love each other, like love each other, like girlfriend and boyfriend love each other. So I hated having to hold my brother's hand. I always felt so awkward. But we'd stop and we'd pause and we would say grace. And the grace was always slightly different depending on who was going to say it. But it would always be something along the lines of this. God, our Father, for what we are about to receive, would you make us truly thankful? It was always sitting there and waiting and pausing and recognizing that this food that we have in front of, this wonderful food that was normally cooked and prepared by my mom, that in reality that food was really a gift from God, and that we, his creatures, the creatures of the Creator God, that we should be thankful for the gifts that he gives us. In this psalm, you actually get this beautiful picture of God. I think of God as a father. Not that the word father is used, but you get a picture of God as a father looking after and providing for and protecting and guiding his people. But the wonderful thing about this psalm is his people are not just the Israelites, who are technically the people of God, the chosen people. In this psalm, you get a picture of God guiding and providing for and protecting and looking after not just the Israelites, but literally everyone. That word for guide there, when it says he guides all the nations, that's the word that's used when God guides and leads Israel out of slavery in Egypt, and when he guides and he leads them when they're in the wilderness. You get this picture of a God who is continually present with all people, who is guiding everyone through the horrible junk that they have to go through. It's saying all the good things that you have, all the good things that anyone has around the world, they are gifts from God. And we need to pause and be thankful for them always. I had a friend who, to make himself thankful for all the wonderful gifts that he got, not just his food, to make himself thankful, he would pause and he would say grace before everything. So he loved surfing. He was a huge surfer. And so before he got in the water, you would always see him. He surfs at the Cowrie Hole, which is in Newcastle. You would always see him. He would walk a couple of steps into the water till the water was up to his ankle. He'd have a surfboard in his hand and he'd lay it down on the water. And then you would just see him pause. He'd pause for probably like 20 seconds. And it turns out he was saying grace. He would stop, and before he gets in the water, he would say to himself, God, for what I am about to receive, would you please make me truly thankful? And do you know what he said? It did make him thankful. It's like when he plunged into the water, When he felt refreshed by the water, he felt as if the presence of God was surrounding him, and he saw that thing as a gift. I want you to imagine what it would be like if before doing anything good, before experiencing anything that is refreshing and wonderful, if you just paused and you thanked our Father in heaven for it. Before you pick up your guitar or before you sit down at the piano, if every time you just paused, just for 5 seconds or 10 seconds, and you said to yourself, God, for the gift of this music that I am about to play, would you please make me thankful? I wonder if just before you go out to hang out with one of your friends or with a bunch of your friends, and you experience the love and the friendship of just hanging out with someone who's easy to be around, if you just paused for a moment and you said, God, for what am I about to receive, would you please make me thankful? I wonder what a difference that would make to your friendships. I wonder when you're going for a walk, whether it be in your neighborhood, in the bush, or along the beach, if you paused before you did it and you said, God, for this wonderful gift of your creation, of the sand under my feet, of the trees around me, would you make me thankful for this gift? I wonder whether that would change our whole outlook in life. Whether that would actually help us to begin to see that we have so many gifts, that God has been leading us just like he leads everyone towards goodness and grace, and he's provided us with so many good things. And we might begin to see those things as gifts and see those things as precious, and we might begin to stop taking them for granted and be truly thankful for them. Amen? Amen.